Recently, we took a look at Dragon Spirit on the NES, the game that allows you to play as a mighty blue dragon. Now we're going to shift to another game about a dragon, just one that's a little shorter and a little purpler. Spyro the Dragon is a platforming game developed by Insomniac for the PlayStation and released in 1998. It was one of those must-have PS1 games when it came out, and just about everyone familiar to that era of gaming remembers it. It spawned 2 more quality sequels on the PS1, and then died when it moved to the PS2. In the world of dragons, Nasty Norg is fed up with being made fun of. One day, he traps every dragon in Crystal except Spyro, who apparently is too small. It's up to Spyro to free all the dragons in every world, to reach Nasty Norg and give him a good torching.
Where's Nasty Norg? I'll torch him!
Keep your horns on, Spyro!
The story never takes itself too seriously. In fact, there's plenty of humor spread around in both the gameplay and what dragons say when freed.
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing so much about? Ever since you're a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known?
I forget.
Playing a great platforming game, and getting a good chuckle every now and then, makes for a charming combination, and is the very essence of all the Spyro games.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg! You've got to track him down and get that egg! Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.
The gameplay is pure classic platforming action. You have a charge attack for taking out armored enemies, and a flame attack for everything else. You can also glide to reach faraway areas. There are some levels that will give you a more powerful version of all these moves, like a super flame that can destroy armored enemies, and a supercharge that lets you charge through walls. There's also one bonus level in every world that has you flying through rings and destroying obstacles to get some extra gems. A large portion of the game is spent collecting gems. You need a certain amount of gems in order to travel to different worlds. Sometimes going after gems can seem like brain-dead busywork, but if you're patient enough to collect them all, and every dragon egg, and free every dragon, the game rewards you with an extra level. Accomplishing this will keep you busy for a while, and is sure to drive people with OCD mildly insane. Spyro the Dragon also has one boss fight in every world, but they're not exactly epic encounters. Take the first one for instance. The game has you thinking that it's going to be a difficult fight.
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
Then you get to the boss to discover that it's just a sheep. Yet another way that the game never takes itself too seriously. With the exception of a couple bosses and Nasty Norg himself, the boss fights are just there as another tool for humor. The music in Spyro bears special mention. Every level has its own track, and each one is enchanting and upbeat. Just a few seconds of listening to one of these tracks is enough to induce warm nostalgia. There's also a ton of quality voice acting. So much that there's rarely a time when you'll be reading text in the entire game. In conclusion, with current-gen gaming, it's easy to forget that we all used to play such simple games like Spyro the Dragon. It's also saddening to see how much the series has fallen on the PS2. Spyro the Dragon was, and still is, something special. If you were a fan of Spyro, and you're not playing Call of Duty, or Gears of War, or Super Mario Galaxy, try popping in Spyro, and remember a time when gaming was a lot simpler.